What's up, YouTube? This is Kiko25X here for ARG, and we are at the ARG circuit in Fort Worth, Texas with Frazier Smith. Frazier just top 8'd at this event. Frazier, how are you doing today?
I'm feeling really good. This is one of the best events I've ever played in. So much competition, so much coverage, so much highlight for the good players. Even up-and-coming players are getting highlighted. I think it's just really good for the game that we all love to play. The prizes are amazing. There was note-taking, something I think that should be fine with Yu-Gi-Oh! It didn't really impinge on anything. I don't know. I just thought it was a really, really good event, and I wouldn't even change a thing. I love everything about it. I mean, yeah, it doesn't get much better than this.
It was really good competition. The top 16 was loaded. I think 10 or 12 of the top 16 were some of your big name
Billy
players.
Brink, Patrick Hoban. Jerry Williams, who has like 8 tops.
Scott Page, Philly Luna.
Philly has 4 wins. Yeah, Scott Page, a couple tops.
Desmond Johnson.
Yeah, Desmond Johnson. It was stacked. It was a really, really good. It's just like the old days, in my opinion. It just has so many people that you already know, and that's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
that's not.
You guys were smiling when you were playing, so that was fun to see.
Yeah.
So what deck were you running?
I was running. I call it Azori Dragon. It's Dragon Rulers with the Blue Eyes and Whitestone. It used the whole Dragon Ruler engine, so all 4 elemental dragons, and then Ravine and stuff. So I'll show you what the deck was. 3 Tempest, 3 Redox, 3 Tidal, 3 Blaster, 3 Maxi, 2 Blue Eyes White Dragon, 2 Whitestone Legend, 2 Dragonic Corseska, 1 Flame Veil Guard, and 1 Swift Scarecrow. So I played only 2 Blue Eyes and 2 Whitestones. When I first played the deck at the iPad tournament last week, I won, but I played 3 Blue Eyes and 3 Whitestones, and I was drawing normal monsters way too much, aka Blue Eyes. And I had 3 trade-ins on my deck, and it was just really clunky. And I was like, I don't think you need to play all the Blue Eyes and all the Whitestones for it to be a good deck. I'm just kind of using the engine of the deck. I don't have to actually play all, max out on it. So then I played 3 Cards of Continents. I have 5 targets for it: 2 Whitestones, 2 Corseskas, and 1 Flame Veil Guard. 3 Sword, it's like staple. 3 Ravine, staple. If you play any less, I honestly can't understand why you want to play less. This actually cuts off emptiness when you're playing against people. It cuts off your own emptiness if you want. People who play their field spell and then emptiness you, they kind of get punished for it. So you played it over top of theirs, and you keep going with your turn.
I watched a lot of your matches when we did features, and Ravine seemed to be the card that if people couldn't get rid of it, that was kind of their downfall.
The player who kept the Ravine last was the player who usually won the game, because they just have a constant stream of free dragons, and the other person is struggling to make ends meet with just 1 dragon summon. So it's just really unfair if you keep yours on field. Every match I played against dragons, I always had the Ravine on the field the entire time. I always found a way to just get theirs off the field. I even went Scrap Dragon, tribute my Scrap Dragon, and pop your Ravine, just because I know how important that card was. I just left my field completely open. Didn't have Scarecrow or anything.
I watched you recycled Scrap Dragon 3 or 4 turns in a row with Red MD, I believe.
Yeah.
And so fantastic play. So
yeah, 2 trade-ins. And then this is for the Blue Eyes. So I run 2 Blue Eyes. I don't want to run 3 because I only play 2 cards they actually use it with. And then 2 DDR. This used to be Silver's Cry, which is the card that summons Blue Eyes from the graveyard, and it's quick play. It's really good, but it literally can only be used with Blue Eyes. And I realized that the whole point of playing the Blue Eyes engine is because you can remove Blue Eyes and Whitestone. It's like a free dragon summon, and they don't have to go against anything that you're doing. So DDR, since they're going to get removed anyway, I don't have to worry about, if I draw a Silver Cry, I might want to keep Blue Eyes in the graveyard. If I remove Blue Eyes and I DDR it back for free because I'm discarding an Elemental Dragon, it's still the same thing. And actually, this can help me make Draco Sack, Big Eye, Go for Game, all the good plays DDR can make. I can bring back Draco Sack after they Crimson Blader me if it's root for play, which I did against Jerry. He Crimson Blader me, but then I just had a Draco Sack and just DDR it back, Tribute Pop, so that's really good. And then 1 Emptiness. I like this card a lot. I don't play 2 of it because I don't want to ever draw 2 of it unless I just don't actually want to draw 2 of it against any matchup. Even against dragons, I think that the 1 is fine because your hands can be bad, and this doesn't help bad hands at all. So I think 1 of it is fine, and I draw a lot of cards anyway, so I'm probably going to draw it. Obviously Return because it's the best card in the game. Torrential Tribute and 1 Wing Blast. If I could change a card, I would definitely change this. This card, this whole weekend, it was okay, but no one really played into it like I wanted them to. So I guess the things that I would change about my deck are after this event, I would just take out Torrential and 1 Corseska, and I would turn this to a Book of Moon, and I would turn this into a Debris Dragon. Because Debris Dragon will give me access to Star Eater, and Star Eater is a way for me in a mirror match. If they summon Azuri Eyes Silver Dragon, I can beat over that, and I can also beat over Redoxes, and it also brings back Whitestone Legend. So like Debris Dragon has a lot of synergy with this deck. The only reason I played the Dragoon Koseska over it is because it's searchable with Beam, but that wasn't as important as being able to search out a Debris Dragon at will too. So Debris Dragon would just been a better card to play one of than that. And it's different tribute. I just think that having Book of Moon and like Stardust or Book of Moon and like anything, like Colossal Fighter, have to go Scrap Dragon, so you just Book of Moon and you just Crimson Blade over top of it. So I think that Book of Moon has been a better card overall. And then as for the side deck, 2 Electric Virus. I've been siding this card since the last format. I think this card's amazing. 1 DD Crow. I was siding 2 of it. I don't think you need 2 of it. Once again, it adds to bad hands. 3 MSTs, 2 Debunks, 3 Skill Drain, my favorite card. I was actually playing Skill Drain Dragons for a while at locals, and then everyone started playing Dragons because they realized it was the best deck. So then I had to stop playing Skill Drain main deck. But when I was playing this, and people were playing like Constellation's Evil Swarm, Gear Gia, like all the dump decks, they just completely got destroyed. So it wasn't even close. And 1 Solid Warning for Prophecy. You can play this or Divine Wrath. They basically do the same thing, except this one has to, you don't have to pay life points. But as long as you can stop World or stop them from summoning anything, you can just like destroy them. So that was the theory behind that. Eradicator, 1 Decree, and 1 this. I've been siding this last format too. I never took it out my side deck. I think this card is amazing. You take their Ophion, you detach, you search it, and you kill them that turn. You just summon all your dragons. Ophion can attack. He's 25/50. So this card's amazing. And if you draw this card, you just set it. And next turn you go Electric Virus, take, activate, put 2 of your back rows in your hand and kill you. So it's the same thing. Like this card's really good. It also helps with like you play against Evil Swarm, you can take it, Eradicator down. There's so many plays with that. And then for my extra deck, 1 Stardust, 1 Scrap, 1 Crimson Blader, 1 Colossal, 1 Azuri, 1 Fairy, another Wyvern, Armory Arm, Red Dragon, 2nd Crimson Blader, 2 Draco Sacks, 1 Dire Charger, 1 Heliopolis, and 1 Big Eye. If I could change anything about this extra deck, me and Billy both agreed that we should have been playing 2 Big Eyes. Whenever you have to summon a 2nd Big Eye, you would just win that turn so much easier. And we struggled against a couple of times because we just didn't have a 2nd one. And if I had to cut something, I guess it would be like, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I did not. Like I didn't summon this once. Like I never summoned this guy.
Wow.
Yeah, I never summoned this either. Like this is like really wishful thinking. Like you have things have to be going so well. I never summoned this card either. So like, it would be one of these 3 would just become another Big Eye. 2nd Big Eye is so important. I think it'd probably be this card because this card just doesn't even seem like you need it. So it'd probably be like a second Big Eye, make my tournament a lot easier. Because when they see a Big Eye in the graveyard, they're like, oh well, yours is gone. You can't do it again because most people play 1 and you just pop on them. So yeah, that's the deck.
All right, man. Well, glad you guys had a lot of fun at this event. Is there anything else you want to say before you go?
Yes. Well, there's 2 more events. One in Ohio in about 3 weeks, October 12th and 13th, I believe, and then there's one in Massachusetts in November, and there will be one scheduled for December as well. So there's no more other events for us to play. So I think that going to these events will be a really good thing. They're really fun. I think the attendance is going to get a lot bigger for Ohio and Boston. I think the attendance is going to be a lot better because more people are saying like this is a real thing. We're getting real feature matches of the best players in the game. We're getting photo coverage. We're getting video coverage, which you've never had before. Like the game is officially taking off to a point where I think that it's very competitive and also still fun. You can definitely have both. There's no reason why you can't have competition and fun. So I think that we're all having fun here, and we're being competitive at the same time. So as always, remember, play hard and go home.